Anderson getting set for this matchup. United States, a 97-56 win over Panama last night. Uruguay, a 66-57 win over Dominican Republic. And a packed house here, Mark, for this game between these two teams. Uruguay fans have come out in full force tonight to see their hometown.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. You know, the fans started coming in maybe about halftime of our first game, if not a little bit before. But, you know, we look up across, well, this is a horseshoe-shaped arena, so we really can't see much behind us, but it's pretty full. And it's going to be exciting because, like I said in the first game, the end zone down here, it's almost hanging right on the court. And then you've got the backdrop over here.
It's a certainly unique setup when you think about this old arena here in Montevideo. Like you said, on one side you have a backdrop behind, you can see it in the far shot. On the near side you have the stands almost right in front of you. It very much feels like a college basketball environment.
Oh, this is going to be a cool environment tonight because what we've noticed in all three of the countries that we've been in down here, the home crowd really comes out to support their team, which is really nice to see. But they will be on pins and needles tonight to see this game.
Here's a look at the Group C standings. You can see Dominican Republic now with 2 wins. They won earlier tonight in convincing fashion over Panama. That was a 4-point game at halftime. But really, Dominican Republic came out, played great in the second half. So right now they sit atop the standings. But whoever wins tonight will be even.
Yeah, they'll be right ahead. And you know, you look at this with Uruguay. They got to come out. They got a match with. You have 9 NBA or G League players for Team USA, which, you know, that can be intimidating, but I think with the crowd that you have here, it's going to take some of those jitters away from Uruguay because they have the hometown advantage here. Now, is the U.S. favored in this game? Probably so, but as you look at this, you know, what can they do to slow down Team USA after they scored 99 points last night?
That'll be the big question. You mentioned some of those guys for the United States. 6 players with real legit NBA minutes and experience, and they're led by a veteran, Reggie Williams, who's played for 5 different NBA teams. His biggest run, 2009 and 2011, played 103 games for Golden State. But this is a U.S. team that's got some veteran experience and then some youth on the other end, guys who maybe a year or 2 just out of college.
It's a good combination, as you stated, with Reggie Williams being the oldest. But you look at the roster, you got Plumlee, who played 20-some games with the New York Knicks last year. The Clippers picked him up. So you have that. You have Darren Hilliard playing with the Detroit Pistons, second-round pick. Played in 77 games. So, you know, that's huge right there.
You mentioned Hilliard. He had a nice game last night in the win over Panama. 17 points, as did Jonathan Holmes. He also scored 17 points. And then the backcourt's interesting. You have a guy like Kendall Marshall and Larry Drew, 2 guys who played big-time college basketball at UNC and UCLA, respectively.
So with their starting lineup, you look at it, you've got 4 guys that, you know, can come out there and score. Your bench, it's the depth of the bench. The one thing that Uruguay has to realize, they're only getting 5 points off of their bench, where the U.S. is getting 42. So that's a huge disparity there. So you got to come up with some guys that be able to step up and be able to score when they get in the game.
2 key players for this Uruguay squad. Jason Granger, the point guard, he had a big night last night in the win. Led the team in terms of points with 23. He's a guy who can score and fill up the paint. Bruno Fittipaldo, a good 3-point shooter. He was 4 of 8 from downtown, and the guy can really fill it up quickly.
Yeah, and they're shooting 38% from behind the line, 49% overall. Again, something that we've seen here is that they're only shooting 50% from the free throw line. If it's a close game, you got to make sure you knock those down. And they're getting 33 rebounds a game. They're only turning the ball over 15 times. So that's solid, and they're going to have to take care of every possession tonight against Team USA.
The home crowd on their feet here as both teams being introduced. And both teams 1-0 winning last night. Uruguay in the win, shooting 44% against Panama. The United States shot just over 51%. This is the 9th time the United States going for a gold medal in terms of games here. They fielded their 6 gold medals, 1 silver. This is the first time they played in AmeriCup since 2007 when they won it, winning 10-0 in that one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll have a lot of stats. We'll go through them all. We'll stop here, pause for the anthems, and take a look at the starting lineups coming up next. right, we're ready.
It's already hard to hear. We haven't even tipped the ball yet.
Montevideo bringing in a big crowd here to see their home side, Uruguay, tonight. We welcome in everybody. Tom Bolter, Mark Anderson. This is the 12th all-time meeting between the United States and Uruguay. The United States is 11-1. Their only loss back in 2001. Last time these two teams met, 2007 in the AmeriCup, a 118-79 win for the United States. We mentioned that one. That's the last time the United States participated in the AmeriCup. They went 10-0 in that one. In fact, they've gone 10-0 the last two times they've participated, 2007, 2003. Going back to that 2017, they were coached by Mike Krzyzewski. That team, Chauncey Billups, Jason Kidd, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, a few of the names on that team.
They were just okay.
Not a bad group. So this is an interesting group for Jeff Van Gundy, who's back on the sideline. As much of a story as some of the guys on the court tonight. First time he's been on the sideline since 2007 with the Rockets.
You know, again, you and I talked about this before the first game. I wonder if, you know, this just gets his coaching bug to get back onto the sidelines. I mean, he does a terrific job broadcasting and doing color TV with the games, but you know, sometimes something like this gets you back into the game.
The United States is 61-10 all-time in the AmeriCups. This is the 9th time they've appeared in the tournament. There's Jeff Van Gundy, of course, in charge of the Knicks from '96 to 2001, and then the Rockets from 2003 to 2007. The United States has won gold 6 times, and silver was the only time they failed to win a medal back when they actually lost to Uruguay back in 2001. So go back to 2007, they're currently 21-0 in this tournament. And again, it's a mixture of guys with NBA experience, with some G League experience, overseas experience. Some of the names you might recognize, a guy like a Marshall Plumlee who played with the Knicks. Here's the United States lineup. Larry Drew played at UNC and UCLA. Xavier Mumford had a good first game, 9 points last night in the win over Panama, but led by Darren Hilliard with 17, and Jonathan Holmes, a big presence in the paint from Texas, also 17 points.
Marshall Plumlee and I were born in the same city, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Plumlee, of course, won the NCAA title in 2015. And here's a look. He's in the middle. He had 12 rebounds last night. Marshall, Reggie Williams, the veteran who's played for 5 different NBA teams, Darren Hilliard, and Jonathan Holmes for the United States. Same starting 5 as last night in the win over Panama, 97-56. Uruguay, here's their starting lineup. Again, 2 guys you want to keep an eye on. Number 6, Bruno Fittipaldo, and the point guard, Jason Granger, both in double figures last night. Granger led the way with 23 points. Fittipaldo, 4 of 8 from downtown. A good all-around player. He's the captain of this team. He had 16 points.
This is going to be exciting.
There's the starting lineup. Fittipaldo, Izaguirre, Sebastian Vasquez, Esteban Batista, and Jason Granger. Note on Batista, he was the first player from Uruguay ever in the NBA. Back in 2005, signing with the Atlanta Hawks, played there for 2 seasons.
That's the kind of experience that Team Uruguay would need. Somebody who's been at that level can talk to these guys about, hey, this is what they're going to bring, this is the kind of game they're going to bring at you, this is what you need to be ready for.
And that's the U.S. in the blue and white. Uruguay in the light blue, white trim. The Plumlee to jump. In front of a packed house here. We are in Montevideo. This is Game 4 of Group C. Mexico has already advanced from Group A. Argentina, the host of this tournament, automatically advances to Group B. So one other team from Group B, and then the winner here of Group C. It'll be Batista against Plumlee to jump. Here's head coach Jeff Van Gundy. Marcelo Signorini for Uruguay. And the tip. Go to the United States.
Threw that quite high, didn't he?
There's Kendall Marshall. Marshall had 6 assists last night. Hands it off to Williams. His jumper just inside the 3-point line. No good. Fittipaldo on the break. Gets it back from Vasquez. Batista on the left block. Going up against Williams. Spins to the paint. Score the basket. No. Chance for a three-point play for Batista. Good strong move along the baseline.
Yes, he had good inside position. Little turn to the left, drop step to the right, finish with the left.
Mentioned Batista, 70 appearances for the Hawks between 2005 and 2007. He has played in Tel Aviv, Greece, China, Italy, Turkey, and the United States. Pretty good passport.
Yes.
And it's 2-0 as the free throw is no good. Here's Holmes. Top to Williams. Cleared off a screen and gets the floater to go. He had 17 last night in the win over Panama, and he scores the first points for the United States. Granger. Over off a screen set by Batista. Now on the elbow all the way to the basket. His floater in the lane a little strong. The offensive rebound by Batista. Double team in the paint. And another offensive possession. Goes back up strong. The reverse layup for two.
Nice move. Presence of mind to go underneath with a little wraparound.
He is one of 3 players on this squad from Montevideo. So playing in front of a lot of family and friends here tonight.
Uruguay in a 2-3 zone. Try to slow down Team USA.
Marshall. Hilliard thought about a 3. 4 on the shot clock. Now he'll take it. Short. And the rebound will go the other way. Granger in transition. He'll slow it up. Uruguay shot 48% from the field last night in the win over Dominican Republic. Here's Batista going up against Plumlee now. Matched up for the first time. Into the paint again. Double team with the left hand. Can't get the runner to go. 3 straight times now down the floor, Mark, and they've tried to go to Batista every time.
Absolutely. He's the veteran going in there against Plumlee. See what he can do. He's testing him early.
Granger gets the inbounds off a screen now in the right corner. Granger will pull up from the right elbow, and that's good for 2. He had 23 last night, a game high. He knocks down the early basket, 6-2 Uruguay.
I'm sure Coach Van Gundy talked about how Uruguay was going to come out with a lot of energy and emotion. They just have to ride this for a few minutes, settle in, get a couple baskets, and they'll be fine.
Lovely, a little strong with the jumper along the baseline. Granger for 3. That's no good. And it will stay with the home side.
If Granger would have hit that 3, this place would have gone nuts.
Timeout taken by,
I believe, the USA.
USA. So Jeff Van Gundy's going to calm everything down here. Definitely a different atmosphere than last night for the first game.
Exactly.
We mentioned Jeff Van Gundy coaching tonight for the first time since his run with the Houston Rockets from 2003 to 2007. Won 182 games with the Rockets. Spent time with the New York Knicks, 96 to 2001. In his first full season with the Knicks, 97 to 98, led them to 57 regular season wins. Third best record all time. They were 57 and 25. Then a year later, made a run to the finals where they lost in 5 to the Spurs. Well, this has got to be exciting for him to be back on the sideline instead of
absolutely
where he is normally, where we are right now.
Where we are, right. But the thing is, you know, with the NBA, it's such a grind for even the coaches to be in the game for that long. Sometimes just step away for a few years, and then this might get those juices flowing, like we said. Have him come back, see him on the sidelines in the next year or so. He'll be back coaching this team in 2019 also.
Just the 12th all-time meeting between the United States and Uruguay. The U.S. is 11-1, including last time they played a 118-79 win back in 2007 in this tournament. The U.S. a perfect 10-0 that time. First time they played in AmeriCup since that 2007 run. Here's Fittipaldo. Hit 4 3-pointers last night. He's at the free throw line all the way to the basket. The floater is good. He's got a good first step. And he showed it right there. Williams back the other way. Holmes thought about a 3. Marshall hesitates. 13 on the shot clock.
They got to get some more cutter action going. They're doing a lot of standing.
Marshall's pass is deflected and a turnover. 3-on-1 the other way. Vasquez leaves it. Granger. And he got hacked by Holmes.
Yep, shot to the nose, it looked like.
The U.S. is going to go to the bench. They're going to bring in Larry Drew. 7 points, 7 assists last night against Panama. The 2.5 years at UNC and then transferred to UCLA, where he established the UCLA single-season assist record, 256. Inbounds to Vasquez, hesitates with the left hand and up for two. And it's 10-2, Uruguay on top early here in the first quarter.
Well, USA has only gotten 4 shots. Let's see if they get some better movement against this zone. Find those creases and attack. There you go.
Hilliard, the jumper is good. He's 2 for 2.
Right there, Tom. That's the crease they got to look at. Get right there to the free throw line and attack from there.
An offensive foul away from the ball. Fittipaldo. United States going back to the bench. It's going to be Jamil Warney checking in.
And here's the thing with Team USA. They're so deep, you can rotate a lot of guys. You know, if somebody's not getting it done, next man up, and they'll be ready.
10-4, Uruguay on top. Tom Colker, Mark Anderson coming in from Montevideo.
Uruguay switching it up, going to man. I like it if they switch up defenses.
Another turnover. Fittipaldo leaves it for Granger. Granger now working off a screen set by Batista. We'll reset the offense with 15 on the shot clock. Granger.
Oh, nice bounce pass.
Batista can't get it to go. Put it between the legs of Reggie Williams on the bounce pass.
Absolutely.
It will stay with Uruguay. It'll be Fittipaldo. Granger's going to come in.
You'll find as we do games, I'm a big proponent of the bounce pass.
Fittipaldo. 10 on the shot clock, working off a screen. Out wide to Granger. Granger driving strong to the basket, kicks it cross court. Fittipaldo's got to put it up with the shot clock winding down. Can't get it to go. Good defense there by the U.S.
What presence of mind by Fittipaldo to just catch and shoot like that in the air.
Warning, good hesitation,
nice.
Up and under for 2.
Nice up and under.
And he left Stony Brook as their all-time leading scorer over 2,100 points and 1,200 rebounds. Played with Orlando in the Vegas Summer League. Fittipaldo up top. Well, worked around the perimeter to Granger. Now Batista looking to go one-on-one. Kicks it back out. Granger left wing for 3. That's short. And the rebound to the United States. Hilliard for the wing for 3. Short. But that
Coach
one real
Van Gundy, he did not like that. Looked over immediately to see his reaction. His facial expression tells it all. That was just too quick. Plus, there was 4 light blue shirts down there for rebounds.
Fittipaldo for 3. Rattles around and out.
He's telling them to pick up the pace.
Well, the United States just shot 38% last night from three-point range. 9 of 24.
66% from 2-point range, so they were getting a lot of good looks.
97-56 win last night against Panama.
Another look at the bounce pass.
Ten on the shot clock as Drew sets up the offense. Down to 5 off a screen in the corner. Trying to leave it back. Williams' jumper is short. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the United States.
So one thing that Team USA needs to do, they're not getting anybody else in there to rebound. It's one guy, and right now they're one and done as a result of that. You got to have 3 to 4 guys attacking that rim.
Inbounds to Hilliard, fakes the 3 from the corner. Now dribbles through traffic, the ball swung around. Williams for 3, that's good.
Excellent ball movement.
Williams, who's played for 5 different NBA teams, including 104 games with the Warriors in 2009 and 2011. And there is a whistle and a foul underneath. Good strong move to basket again by Batista, showing his experience.
Well, right now, that's their game plan. Keep feeding him the ball, and why not? He's getting either to the line or he's scoring.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. His free throw short.
Well, I'll harken back to what I said at the beginning. 50% from the free throw line. As a team, that could come back and get you.
Batista, 17 points last night. 36 minutes of action against the Dominican Republic. Also had 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Gets that free throw to go. U.S. goes to the bench. And it's C.J. Williams checking in, 4-year product of NC State. 11-9, Uruguay on top. They led the route here in the first quarter.
Currently plays in the G League for the Texas Legends.
With Reggie Williams. Hilliard hesitates. On the elbow, kicks it in the corner. Reggie Williams for 3. That's too strong. Warney with a good offensive rebound in the paint. Turnaround short, and the rebound to Uruguay. U.S. man-to-man defensively. Ranger working off his 23-point effort in the win last night. Kicks it up top. Ziguerra for 3. That's no good. Long rebound to Batista and another look for Uruguay.
You know, we saw it in the first game when the Dominican Republic had 18 offensive rebounds at the end of the third quarter, how they dictated the pace of the game.
That 3 by Ziguerra is good.
That's what you don't want. The offensive rebound that leads to a 3.
He's a big guy at 6'9", but has good range. Drew. C.J. Williams. He's going to reset with 8 on the shot clock. Hilliard fakes the 3. Picks it up top. Drew driving into the paint. Pulls up from the free throw line. In and out.
It's a good shot. That's the kind you want right there in the paint. And they had good talk on defense.
Batista in the paint with the right hand. Can't get the floater to go. The U.S. looking to push. Reggie Williams over to C.J. Williams. Long jumper is good. That'll be 2. First basket of the game for C.J. Williams.
See if they can turn up the pressure and get some fast break points. Matter of fact, that's the first fast break points for either team.
Fittipaldo passing it underneath. Batista can't get it to go.
But guess what? What'd they get? Another offensive rebound.
Lob underneath from Batista. Can't get the finish. Vasquez, a second look. He misses. Another offensive rebound by Batista as it's stripped away. Hilliard going coast to coast. His pass deflected. Ziguerra comes away with it.
Yep. Unsportsmanlike. Uruguay already has 6 offensive rebounds. USA 1.
Here's another look. Mark, you coached a lot using FIBA rules. For some of our viewers back home not as familiar with some of the differences between the FIBA rules and NBA rules, what are some of the biggest things they should look out for?
Well, the thing is, you only get 5 fouls. Even though most of these guys play professionally, you only get 5 fouls, 10-minute quarters. The thing that you get 2 timeouts in the first half that do not carry over. There's no such thing as what we call the short timeout, the 22nd. You get 3 timeouts in the second half. And the biggest thing, Tom, is that the players cannot call the timeout. It has to come from the bench.
I know you like that as a coach.
Oh, I do. And the travel. The travel is the one thing that the American players have to adjust to, but that is going to be changed. And there we see a replay of the unsportsmanlike.
That'll put.
Now, for our fans watching back in the States, that wouldn't be considered unsportsmanlike call in the U.S.
Officials having one more look at it. We mentioned the U.S. 61-10 all-time in AmeriCup play. Overall in FIBA play, 117-26. You look at who they've gone up most against. 30 meetings against Puerto Rico all time, 29 against Argentina and Brazil. And the last 2 times they've been in this tournament and won, both finals have come against Argentina.
Oh, wow.
Go back to 2007. It was a 118-81 win. Luis Scola had 23 points. Kobe Bryant had 31. And prior to that, in 2003, a 106-73 win. Tim Duncan, 23 points, 14 rebounds. Ginobili with 16 points. Free throw good by Zaguirre. It's interesting. Luis Scola has been the MVP of this tournament the last 4 or 5 times it's been played, which is every 2 years.
Exactly.
Second free throw is good.
Matter of fact, he showed up to support the women's team when we were in Buenos Aires for the women's tournament.
They'll remain with Uruguay. Under 2 minutes to go here. Opening quarter, Game 4, Group C, and a 5-point lead for the home team.
Certainly no time to panic for Team USA.
Juan de Casa's checked in. Ranger high off the glass for 2. A couple other subs for Uruguay. De Casa wearing number 5. Gary Watchman, number 33. Xavier Mumford in for the first time for the United States. Mumford 9 points last night in the win over Panama. Up top, DJ Williams thought about a 3. Kicks it cross court. Mumford will fire the 3. That's in and out, no good as the shot clock expires.
Currently plays in the G League for the Greensboro Swarm. I don't know if our fans could hear that, but the Uruguayan fans started chanting.
Fittipaldo! He had 4 threes last night, and he knocks down 1 off the screen. And it's 21-11 Uruguay.
Still, you got to settle down here if you're Team USA.
Mumford hesitates off the glass, too strong. The tip is no good. Warning a second look, and he's rewarded. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
They have to hit the glass at both ends. They're giving up too many offensive rebounds, and they're still not getting a lot of their own caroms as they miss down here.
Love that play by Ranger. And then,
oh, he had to put it high off the glass, or else it would have been thrown into the crowd over here.
Emil Warney at the line. Mentioned Stony Brook's all-time leading scorer, over 2,100 points. One of 110 collegiate Division I players with 2,000 or more points and 1,000 or more rebounds for his career.
That's impressive.
Not too shabby. Spent the 2017 Summer League in Orlando playing for Dallas, and then played in the Vegas Summer League with the Clippers.
Uruguay has 5 players who have scored. USA has 4.
Warney at the line. I'd imagine that first free throw no good. Part of the challenge for Coach Van Gundy and his staff is they have a short time to bring a team like this together. They trained in Houston, flew here, had 1 scrimmage against the Dominican Republic, and all of a sudden you're into the tournament.
You're in the tournament, and when he had 17 guys in camp, had to whittle it down to 12. You go from there, like you said, it's a short turnaround. You got to fly down here. It's not a short flight to here anyways. It's probably from where they were at 12 hours, something like that, 10 and a half. So you got to get down here, get settled in. You got to get acclimated not only to your surroundings, but also the food, because it's different. So those are the things that play into everything here, in the sleep patterns.
Ball out of bounds on Uruguay off the missed free throw, so it'll stay with the United States. Checking in for the first time, Reggie Hearn. Played his college ball at Northwestern. Here's Drew up top. Plumlee also back in the lineup. Plumlee had 12 rebounds last night in the win over Panama.
Well, they could use them now.
Drew on the elbow, kicks it out. An offensive foul on Larry Drew. Back to Uruguay. Incidentally, they changed that 3 back to a 2 on Fittipaldo's last shot, so it's 20-11.
Okay, so that dropped them down to 16% from behind the arc. But they're shooting 50% from two-point land. Team USA right now is at 33%.
Tom Golker, Mark Anderson coming to you from Montevideo, Uruguay. This is Game 4, Group C, the 2017 AmeriCup. Offensive foul the other way. Watchman going to get called for an illegal screen. USA opened up play with a big win last night 97-56 over Panama. Uruguay defeated Dominican Republic 66-57. Mexico has already advanced on to the next round, 3-0. You saw them. Colombia, one of the most impressive teams you've seen thus far in the tournament.
Mexico, I'll talk about them in a second here.
Bad turnover by the United States there. Mumford unable to control it.
Boy, listen to this crowd. They're all on their feet.
22-11 our score. So we have a second here to catch up. And talk to us about Mexico. Why do they look so dominant in their 3 wins?
Well, one thing is their inside presence. They have 3 to 5 guys that they can bring in. And they set some of the hardest screens that I've seen. But the other thing is they high volume shots. They'll get up 77, anywhere from 70, 77 shots a game. They shoot 58% from the floor. They knock down threes. They're one thing that I think that may come back to get them, but this didn't happen Sunday night. They only shoot 58% from the free throw line. Sunday night in a tight game against Colombia, they shot 86%. But the thing is, their leading scorer comes off the bench, Alex Perez. He was held scoreless Sunday, and they still pulled out a 12-point win.
See some of the stats here. U.S. just 1 of 4 from three-point range. All this game, there are a couple highlights. And it was Batista a lot early, especially in the paint. Strong move by Filipaldo. And of course, the 3 by Zaguirre. Uruguay really feeling it in front of the home crowd tonight. A beautiful finish high off the glass by Granger. 23 points last time in the win. He currently plays overseas in Turkey.
Here's another stat that kind of jumps out at me. Who would you think would have the advantage coming in points in the paint in the game? Probably Team USA.
Yeah, especially with their size. Guys like Plumlee, Holmes,
exactly.
in the middle.
Right now it's 10-4 in favor of Uruguay. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, that the offense for Team USA was spread out. We didn't have a lot of cutters, especially when they were going against the 2-3 zone. Find those seams, attack the inside shoulders of those players that are on the wings. That way it forces the defense to suck in. If they don't suck in, then you have the lane to the basket for a layup. Let's see if they come out and make some adjustments. Now Uruguay surprisingly went away from that 2-3 zone back to man, and so far it's working. They're up 9.
Out of the timeout, it's Plumlee, C.J. Williams, Hearn, Mumford, and Drew. Vasquez, Fittipaldo, Granger, Zaguirre, and Batista on the floor for Uruguay.
There you can see the stats, the shooting stats. Second chance points, 9-3 in favor of Uruguay.
Second quarter underway. Whistle away from the ball.
Yeah, I was watching out front. I didn't see it down.
This is along the baseline. They got Plumlee for a hold. Fittipaldo. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Granger going against Hearn. U.S. man-to-man defensively. Now down to 7. Batista along the baseline, matched up against Plumlee. 3. Batista spins baseline. The reverse layup for 2. What a move along the baseline.
We've seen that move several times. He set him up. They're going to have to take away that drop step to the right, make him go into the defense.
Mumford along the baseline, kicks it cross court. Gets it back. 3 from the corner. In and out, no good. And the rebound to Batista, and he got fouled by Williams. Another look at the reverse layup by the veteran Batista. One of the first ever players from Uruguay to play in the NBA. 70 appearances between 2005 and 2007 for the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, they probably treated him like a rock star down here after that.
Granger off a screen for 3. Too strong. Williams snags the rebound.
Let's see if they can push the tempo here. Oh, they went back to a 2-3.
Hearn for 3. In and out, no good.
Offensive foul.
Plumlee was wide open underneath the basket, but there's a reason for that. Here's a look at head coach Jeff Van Gundy. You're showing a little pressure here. No trouble for Fittipaldo.
Batista's a big guy. Do you really think Plumlee knocked him that far out? Oh!
Plumlee picking up 2,000 in about 30-second span.
What I mean by that, maybe a little acting down at that end by Batista.
Kendall Marshall going to check back in along with Jamil Warney as Drew and Plumlee take a seat. 22-11, Uruguay on top. 41 left to go here in the first half. Both these teams 1-0 tournament play. U.S. defeating Panama last night. Uruguay taking down Dominican Republic.
Nice bounce pass.
Batista, the hook, that's no good. It's loose. It'll go back to the United States.
But that's all right. You want to see what he can do going that way instead of going baseline the last 4 or 5 times and scoring on it. Yeah, see what happens. If he hits that run-in hook, so be it. Oh, I thought that was touch. That was right in front of us.
Another turnover by the United States.
That's 5.
Well, the U.S. right now shooting just 27% for the game, 5 of 18. Large part why they're trailing here, 22-11. Zaguirre. Knocked down 1-3 tonight. Fittipaldo. Here's Granger, 13 on the shot clock. Granger now off a screen by Batista. Kicks it out. Zaguirre for 3. And a whistle, an offensive foul on the screen. Right now, Coach Van Gundy trying to find that lineup at a quick fast. We've seen him go to the bench a lot here early on in the first half. Still, U.S. struggling to kind of be cohesive offensively.
And that's true. You know, when you're struggling to score like that, you want to throw some guys in there, see what happens. Again, I think you're going to be fine. You just got to get this rhythm going here and cut this lead in the next few minutes. You got to get some stops, but then you have to score.
The U.S. shot 51% in the 97-56 win over Panama in Game 1. Mumford off the screen, top of the key. Shot clock down to 10. Hearn left wing. Back to Mumford. Pulls up for 3. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Warney lays it in for 2. Second offensive rebound and putback for the big fella.
There you go. That's what they needed, a little putback. Now they got to get a stop and string some stops together.
Fittipaldo for 3. Too strong. Mumford looking to push quickly. Hearn kicks it out wide. Marshall for 3. That's no good. U.S. continuing to struggle from outside. U.S. now 1 for 8 from three-point range here in the first half.
12%.
Batista spinning into the paint. With the left hand, can't get it to go. The ball's loose. Out of bounds to the United States. Sub here for Uruguay checking in for the first time. Luciano Perotti plays professionally over in Argentina. Had 3 assists last night in the win of the Dominican Republic.
Well, he doesn't have to travel far. It just depends on where he's playing in Argentina. Another one of these beautiful countries down here in South America.
22-13. Uruguay's led throughout. U.S. still looking to get on track offensively. Mumford, nice bounce pass. Warney gets hacked on the way up. He will go to the line.
Now they're starting to get more action, Team USA that is, more action in the paint, getting the ball, going to the basket. Now if you take a 3, if it's in the flow of the offense, so be it. But don't settle for 3s.
Last season, Warney for the Texas Legends averaged 17 points per game and 8 rebounds.
Good friend of mine, Bob McKinnon, coaching the Texas Legends.
Points last night, 7 rebounds in the win over Dominican Republic. Can't get that one to go, so it's 22-13.
Got to hit those free throws, especially when you're down 9.
Batista almost lost it, able to get it back. Vasquez up top. Granger off a screen. Step back, the long jumper is no good. Mumford able to keep it into Marshall. Kendall Marshall, 2012 Bob Cousy Award winner, best guard in the country at UNC. Hearn for three from the corner. That's no good. Another offensive rebound for the U.S. Marshall up top. Williams, 10 on the shot clock. Williams for three. Got it.
There you go.
C.J. Williams buries the three, and a timeout taken by Uruguay. One of the other changes for the FIBA rules that we should mention, with that offensive rebound, you're rewarded with that.
With 14 seconds, and that's huge
that
because
rule.
I do too. It speeds it up, and you got to be really thinking on your feet. Now, you sometimes, depending on how far it is, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll go right into an open set with motion offense out of it because you don't have time to really set up a big play with a lot of movement. But the one thing that I like here is that the USA now has got 3 straight stops, and they've scored 1 out of the last 3 trips down. But they've had good looks on all 3 attempts. You know, they went to the free throw line, so they could have had 5 points, a 5-point run here. That's why I say the free throw shooting is important. Team USA right now is 0 for 4 from the line.
Overall shooting 30% for the game now, 7 for 23. Uruguay 34%, 9 for 26. Inside the USA huddle there.
They relatively have gotten up the same amount of shots. Uruguay's just been more efficient.
Uruguay, the first 4 possessions, made an effort to get Batista a touch along the baseline every time. They've kind of gotten away from that. It'll be interesting to see if they can reestablish that because it worked really early.
Oh, it sure did.
For the United States, it's Marshall, Mumford, Hearn, Warney, and C.J. Williams. Vasquez, Perotti, Batista, Zaguirre, Ranger for Uruguay. Tom Golker, Mark Anderson coming to you from Montevideo in Uruguay. This is second round action of Group C. And foul again away from the ball. Both these teams 1-0 in the tournament. The United States win last night against Panama. Uruguay defeated Dominican Republic, and earlier today it was Dominican Republic defeating Panama. It was a 4-point game at halftime, and Dominican Republic ended up winning by 20.
Right, Panama came out in that third quarter and only scored 4 points. They had trouble.
Ranger can't get that first free throw to go.
And they gave up 18 offensive rebounds. You just can't do that.
Ranger 4 points tonight. He led Uruguay last night, 23 points. That 66-57 win. It's the second one to go. Hearn all the way to the basket, splits a double team and lays it in for 2. Good look ahead for Marshall that time. A strong move by Hearn to the basket.
That's what Coach Van Gundy wants him to do. Get that tempo up there. If you can score off of 2 passes, get it done.
Ranger kicks it out. Zaguirre for 3. No good. Uruguay now 1 from 9 from downtown. Marshall again looking to push the tempo. Mumford leaves it. Warney lays it in for 2. Back-to-back quick baskets for the United States.
You sense a little momentum shift here? I do. They're getting stops, and now they're starting to score.
Double-digit lead for Uruguay has been cut down to 3. Vasquez down low to Batista, working against Warney. Spinning, turning.
There you go. You just kept your feet. Don't fall for the head and shoulder fake. Stay on the ground. You'll be fine.
Mumford, the floater is good for 2. And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
Is that 6 straight points? There you go. Stops and score. Stops and score. Your defense creates your offense.
Granger, nice crossover from the elbow.
That's a good answer right there by Granger.
Williams, Hearn, Warney calling for it on the block. Went up against Batista.
Nice bounce pass.
Quick little reverse layup for 2. Williams now with 7 points on the night.
Read it well, cut baseline.
There's Granger again working off the screen. Now 10 on the shot clock. 1-point lead for Uruguay. Under 5 to play in the first half. Perotti for 3. And it falls. Got the hometown roll.
Yes, he did.
He did not score last night. That's on the board here tonight. Makes it a 4-point game. Hearn, Warney, cross-court pass. Mumford open for 3. Got it. Good ball movement by the United States.
That was all created by the cutter. When he cut through, that sucked the defense in. They found him for the three. Nice knockdown.
Vasquez short on the three from the wing. Offensive rebound to Batista. Has it poked away. Great play by Mumford. Kept alive by Warney. The U.S. controls.
Tell you, I like what Warney's doing out there at both ends right now.
Williams for three. Tipped back out by Warney. Another look for the United States. Hearn for three. Got it.
This has all been predicated by Warney getting those offensive rebounds. And now the one thing that he's doing against Batista is that he is staying down on every move that he's doing.
The U.S. takes the lead 30-28. 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
First lead of the game.
Here's another look. Hearn, product of Northwestern.
27 minutes into the game for him to get the first lead.
Hearn, his senior year, averaged just over 13 points. He finished that senior year with 13 in Big Ten in terms of scoring. An honorable Big Ten All-Mention there.
Well, just like that, Team USA is up to 53% overall from two-point shots. 31 from threes.
Williams will fire a three. Too strong. Fittipaldo's back in the game. He's bringing the ball off the court. Spinning away from Williams. Aguirre. Barodi. Ranger to the basket with the left hand. Almost got it to go. Fittipaldo spent about 5 minutes on the bench there. We got him back in the game. The U.S. now that 30-28 lead.
Right, they want to get him some rest because he was really working.
Plumlee picks up his third foul. Jonathan Holmes going to check in for Plumlee. Let's go back to the bench. There's only 5 fouls.
5 fouls, yeah,
FIBA
that's a big difference.
Rules.
Batista 7 points, 8 boards already.
Checking into the game for the first time, Hernando Terrazas.
Team fouls, the U.S. is over the limit. On the 5th one, you shoot free throws.
Ranger knocks down that one. Trying to tie this game up at 30. Ranger plays in Turkey, and he does. Under 2.5 to go here in the first half. It's been a good game. Everybody's led throughout. The U.S. a strong 4-minute run here to get right back in the game. Here's Hilliard at the free throw line. Mumford's going to pull it out. 8 on the shot clock. Mumford kicks across court. Hilliard for 3. No good. Holmes almost got that rebound. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the United States. You can hear the reaction of the home crowd.
Yeah.
Andrew did not like it.
Let's see. Oh, they called a foul. Foul was called.
Head coach Marcelo Signorelli not too pleased with that call. All tied here, 30 apiece.
But he didn't go overboard with the hand gestures and things like that where we have seen coaches in other times in the tournament get technicals for that.
Uruguay may have a case there. They stay with the U.S. C.J. Williams. Hilliard thought about a 3, now driving baseline, pulls up from 10, gets the runner to go. A tough shot. Hilliard had 17 last night in the win. Gets that runner to go. Ranger looking underneath for Watchman. Out of bounds to the United States.
USA has done a nice job this second quarter of getting guys into the lane, cutting. Now they're taking the threes within the frame of the offense. They're not settling for threes, and that's a big difference.
Look at that basket by Hilliard. Here's the Villanova product. Hilliard, double team, loses the ball. Fittipaldo's going to come away with it. 3-on-2, kicks it out to Granger.
Good hustle back by Team USA.
Barodi. Step back 3. In and out, no good. Rebound down to the United States. Hilliard pulls it down. Reggie Williams. Back to Marshall. Marshall. 10 on the shot clock. Hilliard. Got to go down to 6 off the screen. Deep three. That's no good. And Granger with the easy rebound.
Yeah, they could have gotten something better out of that possession.
Settling for shots. 32-30. Under a minute to go, first half. Rodeo tried again from the left wing. That's halfway down, bounces out. Offensive rebound, another look.
Boy, that looked good from where I was sitting.
Filipano, the left hand, and a nice drive to the basket for 2 more.
Well, Uruguay is certainly not intimidated after seeing Team USA put up 99 points last night. They get somebody cutting to the basket. They've
7 seconds to go. It's going to be Reggie Williams. And a late whistle. 3 on the game clock.
You notice that Uruguay had the Team USA's offense. Everybody was extended almost the 3-point line all the way out. And no one would, if somebody would have just cut back door, they might have gotten an easy layup.
Ward is going to check back in for Holmes here for the final 3 seconds, but this will put the United States at the line. C.J. Williams. Mentioned Williams playing for North Carolina State from 2009 to 2012. Helped NC State reach the Sweet 16 back in 2012. The first free throw is good. He averaged 12.8 points per game last year for the Texas Legends. Reggie Williams at the line. And he gets that to go.
2 for 6 from the free throw line.
Ranger from half court. Not a bad look. But a good game here. It was Uruguay who dominated for the first quarter and a half, but the United States a strong close to that first half. And Jeff Van Gundy and the United States take a 2-point lead here into the halftime break.
Yeah, it took 27 minutes for Team USA to get that first lead. But a lot of it was just that they were settling. They weren't getting to the offensive rebounds. When Warney came in, he was getting those. He had like 2 or 3 huge offensive rebounds where they were able to reset and they scored out of it. And the other thing that I liked is that they had 3 consecutive stops where they then went down and scored, got on a 6-0 run that got them right back in the game. And once that, then they settled down after that. They started playing both ends, started getting up tempo. Turnovers are good for both teams at only 7 each. And this type of game, that's very good.
Look at some of the stats here from the first half. Turnovers, 7 apiece for each team. One of the surprising numbers, I think, Mark, when you look at rebounding, you think the U.S. would have a big edge. They were plus 10 last night in the win over Panama, but it's Uruguay with a 1-point edge here, 23-22 here for the first half of play.
Yeah, and Team USA has come back. They have 9 offensive rebounds. Uruguay was way out ahead early on just because of the fact they were getting 2nd and 3rd chances with Batista in there getting good looks. They finally kind of got his number and shut him down for a while.
Got some of the first half highlights here.
Points in the paint favors Uruguay, 14-12. Now bench point, which we knew was strong coming in, 23-3 in favor of the U.S. We know that Uruguay has only been getting 5 points a game off their bench. So in the long run, Tom, that's going to come back and hurt them, that they aren't getting production off the bench.
3-pointer there by Reggie Williams. It's a 2-point game here at the half. Segura with that 3. That's really when Uruguay was in their stride. C.J. Williams had a nice first half as well off the bench for the United States. But it all starts with Granger here at the point. This was a great finish high off the glass.
Yeah.
Filipano, he can shoot it from anywhere on the court. He has the green light as long as it's over half court. This is where they got started early. It's Batista on the block. The first 3 plays of the game, they went right to him. They scored every time.
Pretty up and under move. And you know what? He has some NBA experience, and he can use his right and his left hand. Guys at that level, they should be able to, and he does.
Mark, who stood out for you from the U.S. in the first half? I know you like the way Warney was playing late.
I think he was one that really caught my eye, but just because he was able to get offensive rebounds going. And we kind of look there, you know, Reggie Williams had 5 points. Hearn had 5. So you have it really spread out. You have nobody with more than 7 points for Team USA, and 6. Couple guys with 6, couple guys with 5, 3 guys with 5. So it's spread out. And again, that goes back to the depth of Team USA. He could bring it, he could start another 5 and really not lose anything because of the experience that they have sitting over there. So, you know, again, once this game starts lengthening in time, it's going to continue to favor the U.S., especially when they come in with off the bench and the bench scoring.
Mentioned this is the 9th time the United States has played in AmeriCup. They've won the last 2 times they played, 2007, 2003. They went 10-0 in both those tournaments. That run in 2007 gave them an automatic qualifier to the Olympics in 08. We talked about some of the players on that squad: LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups. The 2003 squad, they went 10-0. Allen Iverson, Jason Kidd, Jermaine O'Neal, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, Tim Duncan.
They were pretty good.
That's a pretty good squad right there. Yeah. Tim Duncan, 23 points and 14 rebounds in the championship game against Argentina. The last 2 times the U.S. has won the title, both games were against Argentina. Argentina right now 2-0 in Group B. They're an automatic qualifier on to the next round. So one other team from Group B will advance on with Mexico, the winner of Group C here.
And as I said before, whoever draws Mexico, that's going to be a tough one because they are solid and they are deep also, kind of like Team USA. And they're a little bit older too.
They have NBA guys.
Yeah, and they have 1 or 2, but they've also got guys that have played in the States. So they have a lot of experience there, and they're playing overseas. So it's going to be an interesting final this weekend.
We have a good one here. It's 34-32 at the half. The U.S. a strong close in the first half to take a 2-point lead into the locker room. Warney, a big part of that on both ends. Mumford had a nice first half off the bench for the United States, including this floater here in the paint. That 1 for 2, but this makes for a really exciting second half, especially given the sold-out crowd here and all the fans that have come out to support Uruguay here in Montevideo.
Oh yeah, this is a cool arena actually.
It feels like a college basketball game.
It does, yeah.
College basketball game with
it's
the energy
shape.
and support.
Yep.
Fittipaldo, one of the leaders for Uruguay. At the break, 34-32. We'll take a timeout. Second half coming up next. Welcome you back into Montevideo. Tom Kolker, Mark Anderson getting set for the second half here between the United States and Uruguay. Good first half here, 32-30. It was, if you missed the first half, you're just joining us. Uruguay came out and led this game by double figures. And the United States a strong close to the first half to take a 2-point lead in the locker room, Mark.
Yeah, it was 21-11 at one point. Then the USA went on a string of consecutive stops, 2 or 3 in a row. Then they finally scored 2 or 3 in a row, went on 6-0 run. That seemed to spark them. They started pushing the ball. One thing that they did not do in the second quarter that they were doing in the first quarter is that they were settling for threes. They started getting guys cutting to the basket, and that opened up things. Then the threes were within the flow of the game. A couple things that I highlighted here. One thing I think you're going to see change in the second half. Team USA 2 of 6 from the line. Not only the fact that they missed 4, but you're going to see them get fouled more because they're going to be more aggressive going to the basket.
This is day 2 of Group C. U.S. and Uruguay both wins yesterday. The United States a dominant performance, 97-56 over Panama. Uruguay a 66-57 win over Dominican Republic. So whoever wins tonight will be atop Group C play with the final action set for tomorrow starting at 5 o'clock. It's head coach Jeff Van Gundy taking over the reins here. Of course, Greg Pockman still head coach of Team USA, but it's Jeff Van Gundy running the squad here for this tournament. On the sidelines for the first time since 2007. You're still a head coach in the game. You're over here in the booth with me tonight. Which is a little easier on your blood pressure, being over here?
Well, being over here. If I was over there, my hair would be turning gray or grayer than it already is.
I'm sure this is fun for Jeff Van Gundy to be back on the
sideline.
sideline.
I think it is too. I think he's having a blast over there. But not, maybe not in the first quarter, but I think he's enjoying it. And again, let's see the adjustments that they make. He's going to make adjustments, and he has 2 NBA guys on his staff with Coach Ellis and Coach McCone. So, they have a lot of experience over there, not only on the staff, but also on the team. So they'll be fine here. I think that, they withstood Uruguay's punches coming out with the home crowd here, and we'll just see how the second half goes here.
Tom Kolker, Mark Anderson coming to you from Montevideo. Mexico already through in Group A. Argentina leading Group B right now. The winner of this game will sit atop Group C. The United States shot 41% in the first half. Uruguay 34%. For the United States, it'll be Reggie Williams to inbound. And he'll be on the floor with Kendall Marshall, Jonathan Holmes, Marshall Plumlee, and Darren Hilliard. It'll be Granger, Fittipaldo, Zaguirre, Vasquez, and Batista for the home squad in front of a sold-out crowd here. And second half underway. United States operating right to left. Hilliard off a screen all the way to the basket with the right hand for 2 and a quick first move by Hilliard. He opens up the scoring in the second half.
Just like what we thought. They'd come out and be aggressive right now, going right to the basket.
Hilliard 8 points. Fittipaldo for 3 off the front of the rim. Hilliard and Holmes paced the U.S. last night in the win over Panama, 17 points each. Reggie Williams at the free throw line, pulls up his floater with the left hand, is good for 2. 2 quick buckets for the United States.
There's their MO right now. Take it to them. I like this. They're much more aggressive coming out this half than they did in the first half.
Here's Vasquez. Vasquez teammates with Fittipaldo. They both play for Molino in Italy. Batista with the right hand for 2, and the former Atlanta Hawk starts where he left off at the beginning of the game, a quick basket in the paint.
Exactly. He does all of his damage off the left block, and where he can go right or left.
Marshall dumps it down low. Holmes, a little turnaround, short. Rebound pulled down by Uruguay. 38-34. Batista thought about a 3, now he'll drive to the basket, spins with the left hand for 2 more.
And he's starting out like he did in the first half.
It was 3 for 3
yeah.
to start the game. Yep.
On those exact tight moves.
Reggie Williams for 3, too strong. We'll stay right here. Vasquez doesn't like it, can't believe the call. Call for the push, and we'll stay with the United States. The spin move by by Batista.
Love the footwork that he has on that. Again, finishes right or left hand.
Marshall, what a bounce pass underneath, and Williams for 2.
Nice.
Kendall Marshall.
And that's the only way that would have gotten there.
Well, he set the UNC single-season assist record, 351. That year it also set an ACC record when he hit 311. You can see right there with passes like that why he averaged over 8 assists per game as a senior at UNC.
I did not see the end of that play. I was watching the ball. Maybe we can see a replay what happened over here.
It's Batista who is down. There's a collision there with Holmes.
Holmes just turned to block him out.
Something's all right.
He's fine.
40-36, the United States on top. Last time they played in AmeriCup, 2007, they went 10-0, defeated Argentina in the championship game. Kobe Bryant had 31 points in that victory. Here's Marshall off the screen, all the way to the basket. 2 more, right at the glass for the U.S.
Outside of the one jump shot, everything's been in the paint and in the restricted area. 3 for 3 in the paint.
Marshall's first points of the game. Fittipaldo. Batista going to work on Plumlee. Spins up with the right hand. 2 more for the big fella.
Man, I like his footwork. And he's got those up and under moves.
Cover from the elbow by Holmes is no good. Another foul. Uruguay.
Batista's got 13. You know what? Uruguay scored. Their 6 points have all been in the paint, too.
I believe a technical foul was called on Batista.
Well, that little hand gesture of just throwing his hands up in the air. Again, that's one of the other changes in FIBA is that you cannot show up the officials, whether you're a coach or a player. They won't stand for it, and rightfully so.
Hilliard knocks down the free throw, so it'll remain with the United States. Batista still trying to get his point across.
I mean, the officials will listen to you if you talk to them. You just can't show them up. 2-3 zone.
Hilliard off the screen, set by Plumlee for 3 off the front of the rim. Vasquez up high with the rebound. There's Fittipaldo, cross-court pass, Granger. Kicks it out, Vasquez. And a whistle away. Technical, you're right. He just had his hands in the air. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot there, but I guess that's enough under the rules.
He didn't. I watched him. He didn't say a word. It's just the reaction of what he did.
Plumlee will come out. Warney checks back in. Fittipaldo in the corner. Batista. 10 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Granger. Granger. Bounce pass back to Batista. Fittipaldo. Vasquez to the basket with the right hand, off the glass for 2. Vasquez had just 2 points last night. Nice move in the paint.
Very good teamwork, yes. 4 or 5 guys touched the basketball. They were very patient. Got another basket in the paint.
Hilliard. Warney in the paint, spinning, kicks it out. Reggie Williams for 3. Can't get the roll.
All right, they've come down settled for some threes here.
That time, Ranger going for the long bounce pass underneath. There's Reggie Williams. Hilliard, the free throw line, splits a double team, kicks it out. Holmes all the way to the basket with the left hand. Can't get it to go.
Got to finish those. Well, I liked how the U.S. was trying to draw the defenders and then the kickouts.
Ranger all the way to the basket with the right hand for 2. A great first step by Jason Granger. It's a 1-point game.
That gives him 11.
He had 23 last night.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's going to go against Warney. Home crowd alive here in Montevideo.
Yes. Again, if we see the replay, Batista sold this one pretty well.
First they finish by Granger at the other end. C.J. Williams back in the lineup for the United States, placing Holmes. Orsaino in the lineup for Uruguay. Where's number 14? Here's Granger. Batista on the right block. In the paint, gets tied up, score the basket and the foul.
You got us a ball game, Tom.
Uruguay back on top by 1. Batista is a veteran, not only 2 years with the Hawks, played for Maccabi Tel Aviv, time in Russia, Greece, China, Italy, and Turkey. He's played all over the world.
Yeah, his passport's been stamped a few times.
2 years with the Hawks, the first player ever from Uruguay to play in the NBA. Can't get the free throw to go. 1 point lead. Hilliard quickly the other way, lost it. With the United States, good defense that time by Fittipaldo.
Uruguay 6 of 10 from the line. USA 3 of 7.
Looks like a foul was called. Fittipaldo looked initially like it was just a ball out of bounds.
Yep, that's his second.
There's 5 fouls in FIBA basketball.
2-3 zone out of bounds. Let's see what Team USA can get out of this.
Reggie Williams will inbound.
Plenty of time, 17 on the shot clock.
C.J. Williams swings it to Marshall. Marshall for 3, short. Fittipaldo's going to look to push. It settles out on the right wing. Off the screen, lost the handle. Hilliard went for the steal. He's going to get called for the foul.
Team USA is 0 for 4 right now from behind the arc.
Reggie Hearn going to check back in for Hilliard.
Here comes the crowd.
You can sense it. 44-43. Uruguay's winning this game throughout. In fact, they led for the first quarter and a half. It wasn't until a late charge by the U.S. to take that lead into the locker room.
How about this? Uruguay is 6 of 8 from the floor this quarter.
Batista. Now Granger. Working against Hearn. Granger pulls up from the left elbow. Short. Offensive rebound. Another look for Uruguay. Kick ball. We'll stay with Uruguay. Fittipaldo plays over in Italy.
Boy, both teams are really rebounding. 29 for Uruguay, 27 for the U.S. Both have 11 offensive rebounds.
Granger. Orsaino. Here's Vasquez. 4 on the shot clock. Granger's got to go. Pulls up. Long 3. No good. Vasquez fighting for the loose ball to the United States.
Vasquez, I think, thinks he was grabbed. Oh, he was. He's got an argument there.
Uruguay with a 1 point lead. We approach 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, this 2-3 zone has been very effective because it's making the U.S. settle for shots. They have to go back to attacking, finding those seams.
Williams for 3, in and out. Rebound ripped away by Batista. Granger quickly the other way, looking to push. Vasquez fakes the 3. Granger will reset with 12 on the shot clock. Granger into the paint with the right hand for 2. It's the second time this quarter he's just blown by 3 defenders and gotten to the basket. Hearn the other way, can't get it to go. A big finish that time by Warning with the dunk.
There you go. That'll stop that run there by Uruguay. Now they got to get a stop down here defensively.
Under 3.5 to go. Batista. USA man-to-man defensively. Now Vasquez off a screen into the paint. Vasquez hesitates. Can't get the runner to go.
You know, the other thing about FIBA basketball, we're playing 40 minutes, and boy, does it go fast.
Hearn. Warning. Williams fakes the jumper. Now turns, takes a tougher shot. Can't get it to go. Batista's complaining because his shoes untied. He wanted the referee to stop the game. Here's Granger. Nice crossover in the corner. Fittipaldo driving baseline, kicks it out. Granger, 6 on the shot clock. Goes off the glass, can't get it to go. Marshall almost lost the dribble, got it back. Now Hearn in the paint, all the way to the basket with the left hand, altered by Batista. 2-on-1 the other way. Fittipaldo all the way to the basket, kicks it out. Granger for 3, no good. Ball loose, Fittipaldo, another offensive rebound.
50-50 balls are going to Uruguay right now.
Fittipaldo for 3, got it! 2, so his foot is on the line, that was a 2. Timeout, United States. 3-point lead for Uruguay. 2:11 left to go, mark of the third. There's another look at that strong move to the basket by Granger. He had 23 last night in the win. Dominican Republic. Uruguay holding on 66-57. It's a good team between Granger, Batista, the veteran, Fittipaldo.
Oh yeah.
3 legitimate scores you got.
Yeah, that's a good three combination right there. Now, Uruguay has scored 14 points in the paint this quarter. Let's see if we can hear what Coach Van Gundy's saying.
What would you be saying if you were the home?
Attack the basket. You know, attack the basket. Quit settling for threes right now. If I'm in there, I'm saying, hey, we're 0 for 5 right now this quarter. Get into the lane. You're doing all your damage inside basically the restricted area. Go from there. Keep pounding it inside. Now, if they stay in the 2-3, the coach might make a move over here, come out and go man-to-man just because he's talking about zone over there. That's something I always like to do, is switch it up coming out of timeouts, because he's spending all the time maybe talking about, you know, how we're going to attack the zone here. But if they stay in the zone, you got to attack these seams, get in there, and get some easier baskets. Then, as we keep saying, then that'll open up the threes.
Batista double-double tonight, 15 points, 11 rebounds. In the opening match, finished the game with 17 points.
Staying in the 2-3 zone.
Mumford back on the floor along with C.J. Williams. Drews checked back in. Hearn.
There you go.
Warney.
Now they start to attack the zone from behind. Coming up the baseline.
Mumford on the elbow. Kicks it out. Hearn, a deep 3. Got it! Right in Borsaino's face.
That was in the flow. That was good. Now they started to get better movement with guys without the basketball. That's what you need.
Offensive foul, legal screen there. Vasquez doesn't like the call.
And that's one thing we've seen a lot, is the call on the moving screens, little hip checks, things like that. Much better. Now they're getting guys coming up the lane from behind the zone. Attack the defenders with their backs to them. That way they can't see what's going on.
Hearn dumps it down low. Warney off the glass. Can't get it to go. Williams, the follow is good. Good anticipation by Williams. Went up strong. U.S. back on top, 50-48. Another whistle away from the ball.
Uruguay shooting free throws here.
That'll send Fittipaldo to the line. He's been part of Uruguay's national program since the age of 15.
Wow.
Also played professionally in Turkey, Galatasaray, and over in Italy right now, where he currently plays for Avellino. Like a free throw to go. He was 4 of 8 last night. A win over Dominican Republic, 4 of 8 from three-point range. 2 for 2.
Turkey and Spain are your high-level European countries for international basketball.
Mumford, Drew, now it's Hearn. Knocked down a 3 last time down the court. Mumford, Warney on the right block. 6 on the shot clock. Off the glass again, a little too strong.
Right, it was his angle. He was below the block when he tried that little jump hook. If he's above the block or right at it, it probably goes in.
Batista matched up against Warney, trying to back him down on the left block. Spins baseline. Can't get that one to go. It's loose. Good rebound by Warney. Here comes Drew. Cross-court pass. Williams. Drew into Williams on the elbow, now driving baseline. Kicks across court. Drew fakes the three.
Travel.
Ball for the travel.
Got to put the ball down before the step.
Another FIBA.
And that, you know what? And they're changing that rule. Not this upcoming season, but I believe the next season after. And American players are going to love that.
Mason Plumlee back into the game for Warney. All tied up. We approach the last 10 seconds of the third quarter, 50 apiece. Tom Volker, Mark Anderson coming to you from Montevideo in Uruguay. Second round action of Group C. Perotti, Fittipaldo for three. In and out, no good. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end.
Hey, it's all tied up.
50 apiece at the end of three. What did you like about that third quarter from the United States? They came out and attacked the rim early.
Attacked. You know, the first three baskets were all going to the rim. Then they kind of got into where they were settling for threes. Then after, you know what? It was after that timeout by Coach. It was after that timeout by Coach Van Gundy that.
Take a look here at the stats, and then we'll get back into third quarter thoughts there. See both teams doing a better job. What do you see there? What do you like?
Well, the fact that the U.S. is, just going to the basket more. It was after that timeout that Coach Van Gundy, when all of a sudden they started to attack the zone different. They started coming in from behind the baseline, and when the defenders turning their backs, typically. At all levels of basketball, guys don't keep their backside pointed to the baseline where they can see everything. If you keep your backside pointed to the baseline, you'll see those cutters. Well, if you're smart as an offensive player, you know that their backs are turned to you, come up the lane. That's what the U.S. started to do.
We got some of the highlights here from the third quarter. Uruguay shooting 38% from the field. The United States also at 38%, so a lot of the numbers pretty even. Good set here for the fourth quarter. Where are we at, Mark, with the rebounding? It was
as we look
slight
here,
edge to Uruguay early.
It was, but now it's all knotted up at 34 apiece.
The United States was plus 10 last night, and that's a Parkman and over Panama. All right, for the U.S., it's Drew, Mumford, Plumlee, Hearn.
And actually, that was I'll let you finish the lineups there.
And Hilliard for the U.S.
It was a clean third quarter in the way of turnovers. Both teams have 9 for the game.
Fourth quarter underway. Granger. There's Batista. Double-double tonight. Picks it back out. Granger driving baseline. For Batista, hesitates, goes up strong, and he will go to the line for two. Batista 15 points, 11 rebounds thus far. First free throw off the mark.
That's going to come back and haunt them at 50% if this goes down to the last few possessions of the game.
Winner of this game will move to the top of the Group C standings. Mexico's already through. Argentina leading Group B, they're an automatic qualifier, so someone else from Group B will make it, whether it's Colombia, Virgin Islands, also a possibility in that group. 0 for 2 at the line. Here's Drew. Back to a matchup zone. Uruguay. Mumford off a screen. Long two. Short. Ranger the other way. Nice spin move. Batista. Too fancy that time. Turnover back to the United States.
It was a good look. If he would have thrown it on the other side of the defender, he probably would have had the layup. He would have thrown it on the right side.
Hilliard left open for three. That's no good. Orsaino up with a rebound. Quick three that time by Hilliard.
Yeah, a little too quick right now.
The U.S., last time they played this tournament, 2007, they won it, went 10-0, defeating Argentina in the championship game. Also went 10-0 in 2003. Batista, hook shot's no good.
That was a sky hook shot there.
Ninth time the U.S. has played in AmeriCup. 6 gold medals, 1 silver. Only time they didn't medal, 2001. First appearance since 07. Mumford up top, Hilliard on the elbow, spins into the paint. 10 on the shot clock. Mumford, Rodney Villanova in the corner. Drew left open for three, got it! Larry Drew knocks down a big three from the corner. The U.S. back on top.
That was huge. Any of the teams that are scouting up here this week watching this are seeing how effective this 2-3 zone is against USA. We might see it if they get out of this, and this weekend they might see some zone. Nice block.
That shot altered that time. Block, go the other way. Time Drew, bad pass, goes back to Granger. 53-50, United States on top. Cross-court pass, Fittipaldo for three, got it! When you give him an open look like that, he's going to bury it more often than not. His second of the game.
He's got a nice looking jump shot. It's very smooth. He holds his follow through, and nothing but net.
Substitution for the U.S.
Well, it seems like Fittipaldi has more, but that was only his first three of the game. He's 4 of 5 from twos.
That's why the other one was taken back. It was a three, then reversed.
And he also has, along with his 13 points, 7 boards.
All back to Uruguay. Larodi. 1-3 in the first half. Here's Granger. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it cross court. Fittipaldi, good crossover. The floater short. Orsaino the rebound. Fittipaldi for three. No good. Gonna let that one fly. U.S. gets it back. Takeaway that time by C.J. Williams. Mumford along the baseline. Throws it out of bounds. Couple turnovers here for the United States.
That didn't look good. He was anticipating where the player would be, and he wasn't there. Thought Larry Drew was going to slide to that sweet spot on the wing, but he wasn't there.
Parodi, Batista down. They want to work against Plumlee. 7 on the shot clock. Now blacking Plumlee down. Spins, hesitates with the right hand, too strong. Good defense by Marshall Plumlee that time. And go out of bounds to the United States.
Plumlee just stays down on the floor. He's got the length. He can just put his arms up, make it difficult for Batista to shoot over him.
Williams, the floater in the paint, no good. Batista, another rebound, his 12th of the game.
He's having a huge night.
Double-double, 53-50. There he is going to the basket. Usually he does his work on the block, that time in the paint.
It's not crunch time yet, but you still got to get some scores here.
Nice strong move by Hearn. Quick first step along the baseline. Tied up 55-55. Hearn 10 points on the night in double figures. Granger, his floater from the elbow, in and out.
After 2 early baskets this half, he's kind of been silent.
Here's Drew.
He's been getting some shots, they just haven't fallen.
Hearn for three.
There you go.
Second three for Reggie Hearn, and a big shot for the United States. Puts him back up by 3.
Good timeout by Coach Signorelli.
Hearn had his 7th, the product of Northwestern. Played the last 4 seasons in the G League with the Idaho Stampede and the Reno Bighorns, and a big three-pointer there. He spent the Vegas Summer League with the Kings. Here's another look. So the U.S. back on top by 3 here. We approach.
Just under 6
minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
No ataques a plan B ahí. Y Tito, vos quedate al lado contrario donde está Esteban. Llévate a tu marcador para acá para que no haya ayuda. Está claro, quedate en el triple contrario. ¿Está entendido? 3 derecha ahora para Pete.
3-point lead in the United States.
Está claro, pasate, metés, Jason, salís y va a salir solo el tiro de Pete ahí. Está claro que defensivamente no nos podemos con CJ Williams acá. Que Esteban lo tome, este queda con este con este, machapeamos ahí y ya está. Dale. Estamos lo que queremos, muchachos. Tranquilo, vamos que estamos bien.
Van Gundy brings out of this timeout and make any changes. It'll be Hearn, Plumlee, Drew, Mumford, and Williams. So it's going to stay with the same group. Vasquez, Capaldo, Batista, Orsione, and Granger. The same lineup for both teams. 3-point lead for the U.S. Under 6 to go, fourth quarter.
Uruguay 2 for 8 this quarter. The USA 3 for 6.
Capaldo. Driving baseline on C.J. Williams, kicks it cross court to Vasquez. Vasquez pulls up. Long jumper is no good. Offensive rebound by Batista. His 13th board of the game. And then a whistle away. Underneath, they're trying to set a screen that time for Fittipaldo. Here's C.J. Williams. Now Mumford. 3-point lead for the United States. Williams for 3. Got it. Big 3 by C.J. Williams. And it's a 6-point lead for the U.S. 12 points tonight for Williams, his second 3 of the game.
And their third 3 of the quarter. So that's huge, Tom.
And Uruguay respond. Go down low to Batista. Granger pulls up. Jumper from the corner is good. A tough shot by Granger. He's got that range though.
Yep, that's what Uruguay needed right there to answer some type of scoring, and they did.
Mumford thought about it. Hearn driving baseline from 15, too strong. Vasquez pulls down the board.
Shot that kind of fading to his left.
Saino up top to Granger. 10 on the shot clock. Batista calling for it, getting it on the right block. Spinning to the paint with the left hand. No good, but he will go to the line. For 2. United States 11-1 all time against Uruguay. They lost in 2001.
Here's one thing the U.S. hasn't tried to do all night. Nobody's tried to front him to make him throw it over the top. Because no one makes those entry passes very well anymore because it's not taught very well at any level. Just try fronting him, mix it up defensively, see what Uruguay, how they react to it.
Plumlee just picked up his 5th foul, so he's done.
He's done, yeah.
U.S. send Warney back on. There's Batista at the line. He's missed his last 3 free throw attempts.
Uruguay's missed 7.
He's 1 for 7 at the line. 1 for 8.
Goes back to what we were saying. Free throw shooting may come back to get you at the end.
61-57.
They're right at their average, 58 for 16.
Drew. Mumford into the paint. Nice bounce pass. Hearn hesitates. Lays it in for 2. Great hesitation to get Batista in the air. And 2 points for Hearn. Now it's 15 on the night.
We're getting down to the critical part. I usually look at the between 3 and 5 minutes as being critical, where you have to score and get some stops in tight games.
And a turnover there. Zaguirre tried the bounce pass. Fittipaldo wasn't ready for it.
That's their 12th turnover.
Home crowd trying to encourage Uruguay. Here's Mumford. Mumford driving, trying to leave it underneath. Warney wasn't ready for it. Here's Vasquez. Back for Granger. Granger at the free throw line. Whistle and foul. Hearn doesn't like the call.
Now, one thing in Uruguay's favor this quarter, they haven't committed a team foul. Next one will put Uruguay at the line.
Second foul on Hearn tonight. Under 4 to go here. Tom Colton, Mark Anderson coming to you from Montevideo. This is day 2 action of Group C in the 2017 AmeriCup. Mexico is through in Group A. Argentina leads Group B, and the winner of this game will be in first place in Group C. Final action coming tomorrow.
Switching out the basketballs, there's moisture on it.
Uruguay inbound. Here's Batista. He's been great everywhere except the free throw line. Granger kicks it out. Zaguirre for 3. In and out, no good.
Had a good look at it, didn't he?
Knocked down one in the first half from the right wall. Drew, step back for 3. Got it! Drew's second 3 of the night. And now it's the U.S. up 66-57.
Uruguay's 3 of 21 for 14% from behind the arc this game.
Granger for 3, too strong. Drew up high for the rebound.
They're getting away from what got them, staying close, attacking the basket, getting into the paint.
Here's Drew at the free throw line. Hearn for 3, off the front of the rim. Batista another rebound. Still time for Uruguay, but they need a basket.
Yes, they do.
And they try and find Fittipaldo. Here's Granger. 10 on the shot clock. Granger kicks it out wide. Fittipaldo into the paint. Drew going to get called for the foul. 2:18 on the clock.
But you know what? They're hitting 50% from the line. That's not a bad foul. But they're not. We'll see what happens here.
Fittipaldo to the line. 16 points last night in Uruguay's 66-57 win over Dominican Republic. 9 minutes to go.
But what you don't want to do as Team USA is stop the clock. It's in your favor right now at 2:18.
Second one good. Fittipaldo now 15 points on the night for Uruguay. 66-59. From 2 minutes ago. Nice entry pass down low to Warney. Can't get the layup to go. Great feed by Drew. Warney just unable to get it to go. So it's back to Uruguay.
Team USA with 2 players in double digits. Hearn with 15. Williams, number 8, with 12.
Here's Granger working against Hearn. Batista on the elbow, cross court. Around Vasquez. Fittipaldo looking to drive baseline all the way to the basket, but he lost the handle. Big turnover there, back to the United States.
Uruguay has met the challenge tonight. This is a good test for Team USA.
United States will take on Dominican Republic tomorrow. Dominican Republic, a big 20-point win earlier tonight over Panama, which was a 4-point game at halftime. Here's Drew. Under 2 to go. Hilliard.
He's been the catalyst this 4th quarter. Larry Drew. Outstanding.
Heard all the way to the basket. Blocked.
Seven seconds on the shot clock.
Hearn will inbound. Williams. Driving baseline. Williams, the floater is good. A nice touch along the baseline by C.J. Williams.
C.J. Williams has had a good quarter also.
Here's Granger. Thought about a 3. Kicks it cross court to Vasquez. Down low. Batista going up against Hearn. It's a mismatch. Back out. Granger in the corner. Fittipaldo fakes the 3. Now driving baseline. Good crossover. Out of contact. No call.
That surprised me that wasn't called.
Here's Drew.
Uruguay still doesn't have any team fouls, so if they're going to foul, they got to do it in bunches.
Hilliard for three, no good. Warning the offensive rebound. Nice play, leaves it for Williams.
Huge rebound. Huge. Tell you what, that's Warney's 12th rebound. He has 8 points to go along with it. He sees the floor well. I like his game.
C.J. Williams at the line. We're a product of NC State. Helped them reach the Sweet 16 in 2012. Then last season with the Texas Legends, just over 12 points per game. I just had 4 points last night against Panama. And a big night tonight offensively for Williams.
Right.
Well, got that second free throw to go. He will.
I was just looking around. Nobody's leaving. No one's leaving. It's an 11-point game with 46 seconds to go. Love the enthusiasm of the crowds.
Think back to this one. Uruguay got out to double-digit lead.
It
wasn't until a strong close by the U.S. in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. Able to take a 2-point lead in the locker room.
Doble pick, doble bloqueo para
then
Jackson.
They came out in the second half
por
and
arriba
really
con buena
started
cortina para tirar 3 puntos. Necesitamos 3 puntos.
Still,
Vamos a presionar todo el campo, saltar y cambiar para
they
tratar de
should
robar.
start, getting to the free throw line. They've only gotten to the free throw line 9 times the entire game, which is kind of unusual for a team that attacks as much as they do. And conversely, Uruguay's gone to the line. They're 10 of 18. They have 8 misses. So they're just a little bit over their 50. They're at 55%. So if you think about an 11-point game, you knock down those free throws, hey, it's nip and tuck going down to the end.
Well, Batista, see him right there, he's 1 for 8.
Yeah, that hurts.
A lot of those misses are
that hurts.
Him.
But you can't fault his effort. This guy's got 17 points and 14 boards.
He's been a big part of this game's been so close. Brody to inbound. Nice bounce pass in the lead for Batista, 2 more.
They got a foul right away, though. Still only have 1 team foul.
Drew double teamed in the corner, trying to dribble out of it. Travel. And a timeout. He's trying to settle his team down. They have the lead here, 70-61, just 36 seconds.
Lucho,
the U.S. squad that trained together in Houston before flying here to Montevideo. Had 1 scrimmage against the Dominican Republic, the team they'll face tomorrow.
Ahí va. Acá.
Trying to remain
Ahí va, acá y acá. Para
unbeaten going back to
claro,
2003.
y sacamos Jason, ahí está.
2007.
Seba y Esteban el último.
¿Está entendido?
Hey, Seba, después abrís al ángulo y Esteban ahí. Necesitamos 3 puntos y presionar de nuevo.
First game, it's certainly coming to fruition here with Team USA with what they've been doing, and especially with what Warney's been doing. I'd like to know how bench scoring 50 to 3, and then, again, but look at the score. It's so 17 points out of the USA starters and 58 out of Uruguay's starters. But we knew that was something Uruguay would have to deal with coming into this.
Really not happy about something. 36 seconds left to go. Granger, nice cut to the basket off the feed from Fittipaldo.
I don't know if there's enough time that you play it straight because with 34 seconds. The best way to beat a press is get it into the middle. Let's see what they do here. After a score, you can run the baseline.
Hearn will inbound for the United States. And there's the foul.
Still only 2, so you still have to take it out.
Ryan will be back with you tomorrow. It will be the United States and the Dominican Republic. 6 o'clock start for that one. Hilliard foul.
Well, that's what Uruguay has to do. They can't afford any more time to run off the clock.
Juan Ducase's check back in for Uruguay wearing number 5. Hearn looking to get it in, finds Hilliard.
That was close.
Hilliard fouled as he lost the handle.
And we're going to see another foul coming in here as soon as they inbounds the ball.
C.J. Williams coming over to inbound it for the United States. U.S. trying to start this tournament off 2-0. Win last night. It's Panama. 97-56. They shot 50%. Hilliard and Holmes paced the United States. 17 points apiece in that one. Marshall Plumlee had 12 rebounds.
USA just 5 of 9 from the line.
Go back to some of the differences tonight for the United States. Mark, you pointed out, team offensively hit a high note when Drew came in and started running the point.
I think he just settled him down, and then he was also able to hit a 3. Hearn hit a 3. Those types of things, you know, veteran play like that. It just settled him down.
Dealing with some issues here on the floor. As we mentioned, Mexico already through. They won Group A. Argentina leading Group B. A win here for the U.S., they would be in the lead here in Group C.
Haven't seen that
Good trick.
with the towels. That's a nice little trick there.
All right, Hearn to inbound. Vasquez will front him. Hilliard, double team, and there's the foul. 5 seconds ran off the clock there.
Yep, that's why he'd be strong with the basketball. Hilliard has 9 points tonight.
Vasquez checks out, Batista back in. Vasquez plays with a lot of energy.
Yes.
He's going to end up playing in like a adult league one day and take it way too seriously. I like him. He's intense.
Yes.
Free throw is good.
And that's a big one. Pushes it to 8.
Hilliard now in double figures. Hilliard, the number 38 overall pick back in 2015 by Detroit, played 2 years for the Pistons. Then was traded to Houston, and Houston shipped him as part of a 7-player trade to the Clippers for Chris Paul.
Oh, my.
So he was a part of that deal with Beverly and a host of other players.
Yeah.
Zaguirre. Batista along the baseline. The reverse layup is good, and the foul.
And one. Opportunity here. But as we pointed out, he's 1 for 7 from the free throw line.
So Batista to the line. He's had a huge game tonight. 21 points, 14 rebounds. This is the only area where he struggled. And he gets that free throw to go.
2 for 9.
Full court press. Hilliard. And the foul committed by Perotti.
you know, after last night's game for Team USA, this is exactly what they needed. Uruguay was up to a gritty performance tonight. Just watching it, it's not over with yet, but it's just, this game has been tremendous tonight. It's been fun to call. It's been fun atmosphere in here. It's been great.
Brody fouls out. Hilliard to the line.
It's what the AmeriCup's all about.
Rattles around and in.
Pushes the lead to 7.
12 seconds left to go in this one. The U.S. trying to start out 2-0. Got a 6 o'clock start tomorrow night. It's the Dominican Republic. Uruguay will face Panama tomorrow.
Boy, there's not much they can do with the floor, but just hope nobody gets hurt.
Fittipaldo picks it out. Vasquez for 3, no good. Fittipaldo taps it back to Granger. He'll launch for 3. That's no good. Oh, rebound by the United States, and that will do it. An exciting game here tonight. The U.S., their biggest test thus far of the tournament. The fans applying effort on both sides. The United States 2-0, with 74-66 win tonight over Uruguay.
Yeah, it was just like we were talking, you know, coming in, the stats were kind of heavy favored, especially points off the bench, those types of things, but Uruguay met the challenge with their starters outscoring Team USA's starters. It just came down to the depth of Team USA. They knocked down the shots. Uruguay 36-28 in favor of points in the paint. So you look at that. Turnovers, both teams played extremely well. In an up and down type of game like this, and you only have 13 turnovers for both teams apiece, that's outstanding basketball.
Some of the final stats here. U.S. finishing 32% from three-point range. Rebounding edge, slight edge to the U.S. As the Uruguayan players applaud the effort from the fans tonight who came out in full force.
Well deserved.
There. Turnovers 13 apiece. Uruguay with the edge and steals 6-2. The United States finished with 3 players in double figures. Led by C.J. Williams, a game-high 16 points for him. The U.S. Hearn with 15, Hilliard with 13. We'll go through some of the other team stats there on the screen. For Uruguay, it was former Atlanta Hawk Esteban Batista, 22 points and 14 rebounds. Granger with 17, Fittipaldo with 15. So the big 3 for Uruguay had a pretty good night overall.
They did, and that's exactly what they needed. And this is exactly what Team USA needed too, was to have a game on which they had to earn. And they had to earn it. It took the whole 40 minutes for this one to actually be decided, even though it was close. You know, they were up 6 or 7 with about 40 seconds to go. This game really wasn't over.
A few more game stats. Some individual numbers here. Batista again, game high 22 points. Williams 16. You can see Granger 17. Granger 23 points last night. 17 tonight. Fittipaldo 16 last night. Hilliard double figures in both games for the United States. 17 last night, 13 here tonight. It's a good mix of players here for the U.S. when you think about some of the different skill sets. Between the point guards, guys like Hilliard and Hearn who can do a little bit of everything, and then the big guys underneath, Plumlee, Holmes, and Warney.
Exactly. They have a good mixture. I mean, that's always going to be in their favor when you can draw from that many resources that the U.S. has when it comes to professional basketball, the G League and NBA and your NCAA 385 colleges or universities at that level. So when you look at what you can draw and then come into these tournaments, and then Uruguay, again, what a performance. It was an outstanding performance by Uruguay. They never gave up. They never were intimidated. That's the thing. They weren't intimidated.
Well, the U.S. will do it again tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start. You catch that game right here on ESPNU. For Mark Anderson and our entire crew, I'm Tom Coulter. Once again, the final score, 82 for the United States, a 74-66 win over Uruguay. They were 2-0 in the tournament. They look to move to 3-0 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start against the Dominican Republic. So long from Montevideo. Once again, the U.S. a 74-66 win. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Have a great night, everyone.
Bien, gracias Federico. Vamos cerrando, Leandro.